What's going on, folks? It's your boy Professor Q back at it again. Hey, I got another one. Oh man, you're gonna love this one. Now, mind you, we didn't spoke about this before. It's just reiterated. And the subject today gonna be about. First of all, let me say good morning. Good morning. I ain't throwing all the pleasant. You know what I mean. Good morning, everybody. I wanted to get this one out. As you can see, I got to go to work today, so that's why your boy got on his uniform. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, today's topic is going to be about 3 levels of trust when it's pertaining to God. All right, 3 levels of trust, and that just when it pertains to God and life. Period. A person, anything, a dream, a vision. When you have 3 levels of trust. All right. All right, and I spoke about this before, but we're just gonna reiterate. It's like upgraded. All right. 3 levels of trust. First level, it's gonna be hope and wish. Now they on the same level. No, neither one of those two are greater or lesser than each other. It's really just the beginning states of trusting something, and that really starts as a child. It really starts as someone that's just beginning to uh, I guess say formulate or practice or you know what I'm saying, interject that within themselves as far as starting to, really trust something, you know what I mean? Or trust someone. And it's really hope and faith. You hope for something not hope and faith, I'm sorry, hope and wish. Because you really hoping and wishing that this thing this person, this situation you wanted to certain things come to fruition, so you really want something to happen, you know what I mean, and you wish and you hope for it. And like I said before, that there's nothing wrong with hoping and wishing. It's just the beginning states, and that's where, like I said, it's 3 levels, so that's the beginning. All right. And also, in the Bible, when it speaks about, and I always go to the book, so the book is real informative. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, basic instructions before leaving Earth, and it's really just simple instructions. And when it speaks about, it says, okay, I tell you what, I won't even move ahead. I'm gonna elaborate more. All right, so the second one is going to be believe, and believe is just moving up. It's a step up. It's not the highest. You know what I'm saying? The highest level of trust. Because when you believe something, that's understanding something, that's trying to get to understand something that you don't believe in, or you don't trust in, or you don't, I'm going to say more likely you don't know. And when you don't know, you have to start to believe, right? Because you want to have a further trust in it, right? And when you believe something, you really don't know it. And an example, I made this example before, but like when your name, you know your name. You don't believe that your name is what it is. You know that's your name. You know these things. And when you know something, you don't believe it. Believe it is, it's like I say, 50-50. That's what a belief is. Belief is more of a 50-50. It's like if somebody's coming, if someone asks you, "Hey, is Johnny coming?" You say, "I believe so." Or when you say, and even when it comes to religions, people have a belief in it because they don't necessarily know that is true. They just want to believe because they don't want to say that it's not true. They saying it's a good chance that it may be true. It's a good chance that it may not be true. So I'd rather stay in the middle. And nothing's wrong with belief. Belief is just not 100% excluding something. And it's the second level. Really, it's the second level of trust. It's just growth. You know what I mean? So, but the absolute ultimate of trust is faith. That's number 3. That's the absolute ultimate of trust. When you when you have faith in something, you know it. You literally know that this thing, this person, this dream, this vision, this, I'm gonna say, particular thing, of person, place, or thing, you just know that it is. You know that whatever it is that you desire, everything, whatever you believe in and trust in, and believe, I'm just using that loosely, but you know that it's going to happen. You know that it's going to happen, and you know that it's happening. And when you know that, you move that way, you think that way. You don't have to. There's no level of hoping and wishing. You know. Okay, just to get more into depth of what I'm saying. If you go to Hebrew 11:1, and I'm using the Bible because of the knowledge that's in it, and I'm trying to explain it so it can seem like what I'm not gonna say seem, but it's so you'll see that what I'm speaking about. These are just references I go to bring home more of what I'm saying. All right, and like I said, it's not a religious thing. It's not that at all. It's just using certain facts because there are certain facts that's all over the place, and that's why I usually go all over the place because I know I learned a lot of different things from a lot of different perspectives, and I will use more references all over, not just the Bible, but the Bible is just one of the main uh, focuses I go to because it kind of like really hit home. And I'm going to Hebrew 11:1, and it says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, and evidence of things unseen." Now crazy this. The somebody was talking, right? Now it said, and when it said now faith is the substance of things hoped for, I looked at that and I thought that when I read that it said now, like right now at this very moment, now faith is the substance of things hoped for. But it was like saying like now faith is the substance of things hoped for. It's just the substance of things hoped for. I mean that when you hope for something, there's a substance of faith. And I looked up faith. I looked up substance. I'm sorry, I looked up substance in the dictionary, and it says the real physical matter of which a person or thing consists of, which has tangible and solid presence. Notice in there when it said faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. So the evidence is faith, correct? But you can't see it. And the crazy thing is substance is the physical matter. So that means that the essence of faith is in hope, because hope is where you begin at. See what I'm saying? It's like it's just the growth. You know what I mean? It's the beginning stages, and you want to get to the highest stage, and that means that there's a substance of faith in hope. There's just a little. That means that it's you're not quite there, but the fabric, the essence of faith is in hope. So that's why I'm saying like these 3 levels doesn't mean that you don't have faith. You just got to grow it. And what makes this even more powerful? I'm trying to help somebody out as in far as when you desire something, when you desire for something to come into fruition, if you give it faith, that means that you know that it's happening. Not only will it just manifest and will it come into fruition, but it's literally happening now. And as it's happening now, you work on it and you prepare yourself for it now. Of course, I made the reference about people have more faith in their waiter and waitresses more than God because they make an order and they prepare for the meal. You know what I mean? And I heard Steve Harvey make a reference when he was talking about getting a new car, and his mother kept telling him, well, then you need to clean that garage out. And the crazy thing was he kept putting it off and wasn't really like, you know what I'm saying, didn't take heed to what she said and didn't go in there and clean it up. And then one day he decided, he went in there out of frustration of hearing her complain about him to clean that garage, because he kept going to her telling her that he was getting a new car, and she kept reference to the garage not being clean. So out of frustration, he cleaned it. And what after he told her that, maybe a couple of weeks later, he got the new car, and she was saying that, yeah, when you decided to get the new car, you never prepared for it. You never made space for it. That's why she kept telling him, go clean the garage then. If you're getting a new car, I'm not denying that you're not getting a new car. It don't seem like you believe or have faith that you get a new car because you're not preparing yourself for it. You haven't made room for it. I said that to my daughter the other day. My youngest, she has her closet is just full with clothes. I mean, it is stuff. It's so stuff she want to use her brother's closet to put the rest of her stuff in. Ain't that something? She won't get rid of it. She won't make room for more clothes that she desire. Think about it. She wants new clothes because school's finna start, you know what I'm saying? But she won't prepare herself for new clothes. So that's what I mean about faith. When you make a request for something, when you desire something in your heart, when you know that it's coming to, when you have faith in it, you prepare for it because you know that it will come to fruition. Some people know how it's going to come about. Some people have no idea, but not having no idea do not mean you don't prepare for it. Because when you made that order with your waiter, you didn't know how they was going to cook it, and you didn't know the exact time that it was going to get to your table, but you still prepared for it. So check this out, y'all. This is a doozy right here. Check this out, because this is going to blow your mind. It blew mine. Check this out. If you go down a few verses in Hebrew 1, right? Hebrew 11:1. You go down to Hebrew 11:6. Check this out. Let me tell you what it says. It says, and it is impossible, and let me stress the word impossible. And it is impossible to please God. And without faith, it is impossible to please God. And then I'm going to stop right there because there's more to that verse, and I will go into that. But it says, and without faith, it is impossible to please God. In the Bible, it says God is a spirit. Okay? God never said that it was man. Not one time. It's the great I am. So if God is a spirit, I'm going to take my time. How I get excited. But listen, if God is a spirit, and it is impossible to please God without faith, it is impossible. You can't please God. It didn't even say it's impossible to please God without love, without honor, without respect, without loyalty, without trust. Okay, I'm going to take that trust part back. But it says it's impossible to please God without faith. Now, I'm going to bring that home because I want you to understand something. If God is a spirit, that means that for you to speak to God, it has to be in a spiritual manner. You can speak with your mouth always, all the time, but in your spirit, it doesn't. That's what God's gonna. That's what God's gonna relate to, because God is a spirit. God isn't a person. God is a spirit. If God is a spirit, and in your spirit you don't have faith, you can fake faith all day, and that's your prerogative. But that doesn't mean that you're gonna get what you desire, because you're not using your spiritual language to speak to God, which is a spirit. And if you don't have faith, that means that when you have faith in something and you know it's gonna transpire, that's something that's gonna happen from within. And then that's what's gonna match with God. That's why it's impossible to please God without faith, because you saying one thing, but you feeling a whole nother thing. I'm sick. That's what you're saying. Speak those things not as though they were. But I'm saying if the person is saying that they are sick, and they saying, God, you're going to heal me, or I am healed. If you know that within yourself, you're healed right then and there. It might start off in a small way, but it'll grow more into healing because you already have that faith and knowing that I'm going to be okay. That I am okay. Check this out. I'm still trying to bring it home. Still going to try to bring it home. Listen. Do y'all people who know about who read the Bible or just know the story. Okay, Jesus was walking. He been followed by a bunch of people, and this dude came to him and was like, "Yo, hey man, my daughter's sick. No, I think he said she dying, and I just want to know if you come healing." He was like, "All right, then we finna go that way. We finna go heal her." And while he was walking to the dude's house, there was a lady. She was she had 100% faith in God. 100% faith in God. She was like, "Yo, if I could just touch this dude like garment, if I could just touch this dude robe, I'm gonna she's gonna be okay." This is what she's saying to herself. She was like, "If I could just touch his garment, I'm gonna be healed." Okay. So he walked past her. She reached out and grabbed his robe or his, whatever he had on. It says a particular word in the Bible, and I'm just trying to get a good reference. But she grabbed his robe, right? And check this out. The power from Jesus goes into her, and she's feeling better. She's healed. Whatever it is that she desired by her heart, she was just feeling okay. She was feeling great. And Jesus felt like some energy leave from him, right? So he turned around, he looked at her. She said, she started thanking Jesus for healing her. And he was like, whoa. Hey, I appreciate the thing, but that wasn't me. That was you. Like I didn't heal you. You healed. You know what healed you? Your faith. It said it was your faith that healed you. Okay, and if to push it even further, because he was going to help that man's daughter that was dying. And then when Jesus got there, he healed her. He brought, she was dying, and he brought her back to life. Now check this out. To show you how powerful faith is, she had faith that if she could just touch his garment, she was going to be okay. She was going to be healed. And she touched his faith. She touched his garment and she got healed. And it wasn't Jesus healing her, because it was her faith. When he turned around and she went to thank Jesus, Jesus like, "Baby, that wasn't me. That was you. That was your faith that healed you." Not that it was a bad thing. He just let her know, like, your faith was so strong that you didn't need for me to do anything for you. Your faith was already there, because she had said, if I could just touch his garment, if I could just touch his robe, that's how strong her faith was. If I could just touch it, I know I'm gonna be okay. And guess what? She was. But when he got to the dude's house, that's not what that woman, that girl that was laying there that was dying, that wasn't that. She didn't have no faith. She was dying. But Jesus' faith, knowing that God would heal her, then Jesus' faith heals her. Cause do you understand what I'm saying? Like, the faith part didn't have nothing. Jesus couldn't heal nobody if he didn't have faith. Even if the people that believed in that, the people, if you said, "Jesus, can you do this for me?" and you don't have faith that God can do it for you, then he can't heal you. He couldn't heal them if they didn't believe. Even if they didn't believe, they could have just believed. They could have just believed. You know what I'm saying? But faith is just knowing. But even if you believe, it'll still help you. But faith will take you there. Faith will take you there. You know what I'm saying? So, I got so many references. I just like to bring it home. And I know I just keep repeating things over and over. But know this. That means that without faith, it's impossible to please God. And God is a spiritual being. Put in your spirit knowing that whatever it is I desire, whatever vision I have, whatever goal I have, whatever thought I have, whatever it is that I desire within my heart that I want or I desire, because you know what I am about want. Want is just a lack of feeling. But if you know that this is yours, if you know that wealth is yours, you know that health is yours, you know that your husband is yours, you know that your wife is yours, if you know that that job is yours, you know that car is yours, you know it, You prepare for it and put that in your spirit. Not just don't speak those things and that's not how you feel. If that's not how you feel, then those words are useless. They really are. Because your spirit, you ever listen to somebody and when they talk, it resonates with you? It was something that, it was the spirit that was in it. It was the energy that was in them that got you to listen to that, right? Because sometimes that energy draw people in. But without that, you don't pay attention. You don't care what they saying. I'm not going to say everybody, but there's some people that speak that pay attention. But majority of people, when someone is speaking or when someone is doing something, if there ain't no energy coming from that, it really can't keep your attention. So check that out. That energy has a purpose. And that's the reason why I'm saying that it says that without faith, it's impossible to please God. So if it's impossible to please God, that means that I have to put that within me first before I desire for God to take care of something or cure something or heal something or bring something or manifest something for me. I got to first place it within my spirit, right? And I have to be, that's what you work on every day is your own spiritual growth. And that's when you know something, even though I'm saying it in the logical man, but once you know it, then that becomes your beingness. You know what I'm saying? That becomes how you walk, how you talk, how you move. And look, let me go back to 11:6 to say the rest of that verse. Because it said, because anyone comes to, it says, because, okay, let me read the whole thing. And without faith, it's impossible to please God, because anyone comes to God must believe God exists and that God rewards those who earnestly seek him. Now, I place God with him because, like it says, God is a spirit. And nowhere in the Bible does God say that I am him. He doesn't speak about it itself as a man. But we refer to God as a man because just like we refer to nature as mother, as we refer to time as father time. I mean, we place those, pronouns on particular things just to give it, I guess, give it life, or I don't know, but we do those things. But I just personally put God where it says him and he at, because God is a spirit. God is energy. I made a reference before about how when a person had requested or asked for God to show itself, you know what I'm saying? And when God showed itself, that said in the Bible, remember that you got the burning bush, you got a talking mule, you got Jesus, you got so many different aspects of God, that God is everything. And when God showed itself, whatever it showed itself as, you believe that's what God is. So if God showed up as, if you said God show yourself, so God put itself in a form, could be a bird or giraffe, whatever, you would think, oh, birds are gods. You know what I'm saying? Or just whatever they. So that's why, I think that's where the him come in. That's why he put it in he, because even when God presented itself, remember when I think it was Moses or something, when they got the 10 Commandments. I think God showed up in a certain way, you know what I mean? So like I said, so when I say God, I put God, where it says him, I put God in that, you know. I don't say him, I just say God, you know what I mean? Not to disrespect no one or nothing. But anyway, have faith in whatever it is that you desire. Whatever it is that you desire, when you have faith in it, just know that it happens right now. Just like a seed grows, the whole time within the seed, it's an oak tree, or it's a apple tree, or it's a flower, or it's a fruit. It's within that seed, whatever it is in that, whatever that seed is, it's already that then. Now, just because when you place it in the ground, it didn't have to grow into a full tree with the fruits to become a apple tree. It was an apple tree inside of the seed. Just the same way like just like an egg, like a eagle. is an eagle even in the egg. So your faith is exactly what that is. It's like your faith is, it's that, it's whatever it is you desire. You say, I have a brand new car. That seed, that brand new car started in that word, in that seed. That seed was you starting to have hope in it. And then you grew into belief, and then you grew into faith. And once you got faith, you say, this is, I know that this is, I know I have it. So once you know you have it, it starts right then and there. And that's why people that's why they prepare themselves for it. That's why they make room for it. You know what I'm saying? So I know I could have done a little bit better explanation than that. But I will tell you this. Every man should have faith. Every man should have faith. Faith, and has nothing to do with you being a good person. Has nothing to do with you being a bad person. Nothing whatsoever. There are people who are just bad people, but they have faith. Ain't that something? If you think I'm playing, look at people with countries, businesses, who have husbands and wives and have what we consider to be the best, or have a lot, and they wasn't no necessarily, you know what I'm saying, angelic being. Let me explain that. I think I explained it before, but it was a story about Esau and his brother, and it was something in his father, and his father was going to, turn over the heritage, his heritage, inheritance to his brother, but his brother wasn't there. So Esau moms put this like wool on his this like cloth on his arm because his brother was hairy and his dad couldn't see. So his dad used to feel stuff to recognize what it is. And Esau wanted the inheritance. He wanted it. So his mom wanted it for him. So his mom, clothed him in the wool, whatever she put on his arm. No, I'm just trying to paraphrase here. And so when his father grabbed his arm and said, "Oh, this is my oldest son," and when he touched him, he gave him the inheritance, right? He gave it to him as in assuming that this is my oldest son, and here you go, you can have it. Now, mind you, it wasn't him, but he felt as if he was talking. He felt the arm, and he felt that, oh man, this is my oldest son, so I'm gonna give you the inheritance. So he felt them, right? God is a spirit. When God feels it, he requests. He makes it happen. The feeling is the request. He felt it. That's why I said God is a spirit. So just because you say something doesn't mean that your spirit matches what you say. And just think about it. There are people who have inherited so much because they felt that they earned. They felt that it was theirs. And somehow, some way, it became theirs, right? So that means that if it's impossible to please God without faith, that means it doesn't matter if you're a good person or a bad person. If you have faith, you can please God. Ain't that something though? Think about it. We run around. Listen, I'm saying be the best person you could possibly be. But just because somebody said, "Oh man, I do all good things and I do the right thing," and you expect, you know what I'm saying, the best, but where's your spirit at? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel spiritually? Because God is a spirit, and that has to match. If you feel like you have it all, if you feel like that, you will. It's early, y'all. I'm in the backyard. I got a couple of neighbors and stuff around me, so I'm trying not to get loud. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of early in the morning, but I don't want to wake people up who don't want to get up. But I'm just saying, it's to me it seems so like simplistic, but it's difficult for people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to make it as simple as I possibly can. Of course, I'm just running on, but I'm heading towards 30 minutes. So listen, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mama, my brother, B.A.J., Fab, Rakem. You know, all the homies, you know what I'm saying? Esau, you know what I'm saying? Big Clive, Quan. What's up, love? What's up, my beautiful queen? You know what I'm saying? All the kids, you know what I'm saying? I don't be wanting to forget nobody, but, you know, Braille, Juvie, Mari, Gabby, Deja, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Uh, all my uncles, Uncle B, Uncle Burn, you know what I'm saying? Uncle K, Low, Super Dave. Man, I'm just gonna shout out everybody, man, just for even checking me out. Hopefully, man, that this helps elevate your belief, man, to faith and elevate your life. Because once you obtain faith, man, your life is gonna change because you know that when you said that this is what I have, this is what I'm getting, this is what I got, you could prepare yourself for it. You know you got it. You know what I'm saying? It may be nobody may not see it, but you know that it's coming. You know that you got it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Take faith, man, and have the, you know, greatest life that you desire. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to everybody. You know what I mean? Love all y'all. Appreciate y'all checking this out, man. And I'm gonna end on that. You know what I'm saying? So, make yourself better. You make the world better. All right, then. Peace.